Alright, part 3. I'm trying to make this final right here. Let me just finish up these couple more points and I'll be done. Knockouts division. Like, about 2 months ago, you had everyone saying that this was the best division in TNA, which was kind of a sad thing, considering you do have a main event, a main event title on this show. People said it was the best thing going, and 3 weeks later, that pretty much leveled down, and no one really cared about it anymore. I can say that it looks like the Knockouts division has been completely destroyed with Taylor Wilde. You had Kong, who was the most dominant person in the company. I don't even think Joe could beat her. She's running through everybody. $25,000 challenge, just destroying everybody in her path. Then you have this scrawny Canadian, no offense, this scrawny chick come in and beat her twice. Beat her twice, like it was nothing. Just completely wipes away anything you were trying to build up in Awesome Kong, anything you were trying to build up in the Knockout division. Just destroyed everything. I don't have a grudge against this girl. It's just, why would you build up, Kong for so long, and then just have this new chick come in and just spam like that, beat her? And it's like all these other girls are submitting to this Taylor Wilde, like, okay, she's the leader of our Knockouts division, and we don't even want the belt anymore. It's just like, why would you do something like that? And then they're trying to build up Kong again. They had the knockouts in the main event. For what reason? There's no purpose anymore. Just, I don't understand how you can build up somebody for that long and then just bam like that. Final topic: gimmicks. This is one of the most talked about things regarding not only TNA but it's just wrestling. You don't have to play games when it comes to a wrestler. I can look at a wrestler and see what they're all about just by their wrestling ability. I don't need a character in order for me to enjoy a wrestler. Yeah, Shark Boy wasn't, he wasn't that over, but you don't have to throw this gimmick that we've seen before, clearly seen before. You don't have to throw this gimmick at us and say, this is what we're gonna throw at you, and this is what we're gonna throw this at you because we want you to like this guy. It doesn't always work. Super Eric, it's just like, what is the point? This is not what we want to see. This is children. Like I mentioned in my letter, when it comes to kids, once they make up their mind, that's it. Kids are attracted to WWE because they have these steroid monsters, and they have the flashy lights and the pyrotechnics, and these losers who should have retired a long time ago still wrestling and still doing what they used to do back in 1997. And I feel like we're getting the same thing out of TNA. That's not fair. You shouldn't, if a person isn't over with the crowd, sometimes it just won't work. Some people, they just can't do anything by themselves. Freaking Eric Young. I compare Eric Young to Sean Waltman. When Sean Waltman was in NWO and was a D-Generation X, he was over. But when he was by himself, he couldn't do anything. I see the same thing with Eric Young. You keep throwing these stupid gimmicks, and you throw Super Eric at us like we're retarded or something. Like we have to see this in order to understand what he's about. Why? It's just pointless. Okay, if we don't care about somebody, then we don't care about it. Sometimes it just won't click with people, and that's how I feel about some of these guys. You keep throwing gimmicks at them, and not only that, but matches. You don't have to put a gimmick in a match in order for people to be, interested in it. Hard Justice coming up. You got a feud between Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt, and you have a black tie brawl and chain match. Why? Sure, we're a new generation, but what happened to the old school mentality? This guy hates this guy, so we're gonna put them together in a match, and they're gonna duke it out. You can say Jay Lethal can be like, Sanjay Dutt, you ruined my wedding. I'm gonna kill you. That's it. You don't have to put chain and straps and stuff in the match. I mean, there's been so much stuff like, God, I wrote it down. So many, Ultimate X, Elevation X, Barbed Wire Massacre, Queen in the Cage, Cuffed in the Cage, Fish Market Street Fight, which I almost went to that pay per view. Ladder matches, Terror Domes, Deuces Wild Tournament, Full Metal Mayhem, Makeover Battle Royal, Six Sides of Steel. It's sometimes, like I said, the old school mentality. This guy hates this guy, so let him go. I mean, granted, I think gimmicks can excel a feud, but if people don't care about it, or you're just thrown in there for no reason whatsoever, it's never good. It should not be done. Like I said, I don't want to get off too far. I'm just going to end it. Like I said before, this is not me saying I am done with TNA. This is just me saying I'm concerned. There are a lot more topics I can hit off. Like I said, I just don't want to ramble on, so I'm going to stop here. But I still love this company. I'm still going to follow it. I'm not going to give up at all. I'm not one of those people that say, I want TNA to succeed, but I'm not going to watch it. That's like saying I have a sick grandmother in the hospital. I want her to get better, but I'm not going to go see her. Once she gets all the veins and tubes out of her, then I'll go see her. I'm not like that. Okay, I'm going to stick with it all the way out. You can call me an idiot for that. I don't care. That's just how I feel about this company. I want it to succeed. But if TNA doesn't want the success, if they don't listen to people that we don't like what you're doing right now, and they don't care and it's going to keep on doing this crap, then why should I care either?